last year we're actually at top 5 downstairs, and nobody was there. It was a really terrible place. And so that's why this year we came to L6, which is the place where everybody, the lawn mower brands join. And that's why you can see.
Like 10 pounds, you just don't want to be under it. Sure.
You don't want to be there.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it is a rainy day, you know.
Yeah. I guess we're just waiting for some people to pop in.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how many people are there watching right now, but they will only for a few minutes because we want to make sure everybody is following the live page.
Yep.
More people are watching it. So if you have any issues watching this live stream, if you cannot hear us, if you cannot watch us, please let us know in the comment section.
Definitely.
We'll have the tech team check the network real quick and adjust the system.
Yep.
So we'll just wait for a few more minutes before we officially get started.
Yep.
And yeah, as you can see today, we're not covering those things. Let's get the actual cover because we already officially announced this Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro yesterday. So
Yeah.
it was quite a fine journey. Yesterday we had a
adventure.
Yeah, definitely. I remember we started our trade show at 9 a.m. Yeah, same thing for the snowboard.
Yeah.
Yes.
See? One second, I want to help them if they can't do it. Sure. You want to maybe? Yes. Yeah, very good.
Yep. All right, guys, we're still adjusting the internet, so if you're Pro module. Yesterday, we already had a launch for this, and it was really good. We had a lot of audience, a lot of people purchasing and pre-ordering Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro. So to have a special thanks for everybody who supported us before, who followed us, we want to do another live stream and another special promotion for you today. So if you're watching it right now, don't miss out the chance. Stay at the channel. I know it might be a little bit disconnected issues and the internet is very slow, but we will try to fix it real quick. So don't worry, guys. I got some really nice gifts for you today, and we're gonna do another giveaway for one lucky winner. So if you stay in this channel, you might get a chance to win a free Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module. So don't leave, guys. Stay here, and we will get back to you in 1 minute. And yeah, this looks pretty nice. In case some of you guys don't know what this is.
So someone said video with no audio.
It's no audio.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone should be able to hear us now.
Yeah.
You guys, just please let us know if you can hear us. Oh, we can see and hear. Audio is good now. It's
Okay.
working. All right.
All right. You guys may want to
Can hear you. Hear.
make the camera vertical because they want to do the camera on vertical rather than horizontal. What do you think, Chris?
Did you see that comment?
Yeah, it says that it's not clear enough if we're making the phone horizontal, so shall we make it vertical again?
I think
Everybody knows you, but I still want to do it.
Yeah, thanks. Not everybody. But yeah, I'm Ken Coleman. I'm one of the co-founders of Yarbo. And so when I can, I like to definitely be part of the product launches. He's very, very excited about it. We're very proud of the team. And so we're really excited to share this with you. So you can see we have our trimmer here, right? We have the Pro mower here, which we'll get into in a minute. We have some other things out of the camera's view, some of the mulching blades, right? The new disc blades, the back brace mount, the new tow hitch, and some giveaways, I guess, right?
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah.
This will be the gift for today.
So I think we're giving more things away than yesterday as far as the number of giveaways.
Yeah, let's keep that in secret, and we're gonna get to there when you guys are watching. Okay?
Yep.
All right. So let's go to the next slide. The quick agenda for today.
Yep.
Hey, Doc, can we go to the next slide? Yeah. All right.
Right.
So a quick agenda. We're gonna first go over a little bit information about Yarbo. You know, what are we, how we started the business, and what are some special things for our product, and why you should, definitely follow our brands and learn more about it. The second part, we're gonna tell you how to join the lucky draw for today. As some of the audience may have watched it yesterday, we had a really big giveaway campaign yesterday. We selected one winner for a free Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module. That guy's name is Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff, yeah, Jeff did the lucky
winner.
And I know there are thousands or even tens of thousands of people watching, and they're like very disappointed because, oh my God, why is it not me? Come on. So I knew you were not happy about it. So that's why today we're giving another round of gifts.
Yep.
Actually, we're giving a lot of things, but I'm not going to tell right now. When we go to that slide, you guys will know. And next, we will introducing the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro. So this time, we're not covering it, so you guys can directly see it right now. But there's a lot of new upgrades and improvements compared with the regular lawnmower version, which Ken will get into that part later. And we are also going to share every single feature update with you, so you know the exact numbers and specifications for all the upgrades. And then we're going to officially announce the price. Actually, just to let you guys know, if you want to check on our official website, which is yarbo.com, you're already able to see the price because yesterday is the first day when we announced it. But anyways, I mean, you guys are here, so we would like to tell you again, for those who have never watched our live stream, for those who have never watched our product launch yesterday. Okay. And lastly, we come to the Q&A section. We're gonna answer some of the questions you guys have in the comment section. So if you have any problems, questions, thoughts, please let us know. We will have our team to collect all those questions and select some of them to answer those and make sure you guys are aware of what we're thinking and also help you guys understand what Yarbo is doing on the roadmap. Okay, and lastly, we're going to announce the winner by the end of live stream. We do give a free Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro. So if you're watching it right now, please don't miss the chance. Don't leave this channel. You will get a lucky winner. So hopefully, you who are watching right now will be the winner. Okay. All right. Let's move to the next one.
Alrighty, so I'll just take you through a brief history. I'm not gonna, hopefully not bore anybody, but so Yarbo actually started as Snowbot in 2015. Right? That's when the company was originally founded. So we wanted to come out with the idea or the concept of the world's first autonomous snowblower. So it was intended to be a single-use robot. So, and again, if you guys, I'm going to adjust the mic here because somebody said they're having a little trouble hearing us. So just let us know if this helps. I'll raise this up a little bit. Okay, so 2017, we had our first prototype. Basically from 2018, well, hit on 2019 because we were back in Germany, which we are here tonight. But we had showcased our prototype here. 2020, we had our validation test for Snowbot, which again was single-use robot. 2021, we launched a public beta of about 100 units to be tested in the real world. We got feedback from that. And from there, in 2022, we rebranded to Yarbo. So we went completely modular. Actually, back then, we were modular only in the front. And we launched on Kickstarter. We raised about $3.5 million. In 2023, we sold about 1,000 units, mainly snowblowers. That was our first module we launched with. In 2024, we sold more than 5,000 units, so we experienced some pretty rapid growth. And our main modules being the snowblower, the lawnmower, blower, and we delivered back globally in 2024.
Yeah. A quick question. I know this is not the boring part, but I still have a question.
Sure.
Because I didn't join Yarbo when it was 2017, so I'm quite wondering why did we change the color from red to white and then to the yellow? I see everything right now is like yellow and black.
Yeah.
So why is that?
So, in all honesty, this was just the prototype phase, and the coloring and the branding had not even been thought of at that time.
Okay.
So this was like just a test, if you want to even call it test mule. So this had wheels on it. We knew wheels weren't going to work in the snow, but back then we were using beacon technology. We had these posts that we had set up, and we just wanted to validate if that idea worked or not. It actually did work somewhat, and you can see the pole actually was on here with a camera back then. So this had a sensor on it, then you would place poles around the driveway. But as we got through to 2020 and really 2021, we realized that that had certain limitations. The size of the driveway you could handle. If you had cars parked in the driveway, you would lose signal because of the metal by the cars. Use something called ultra wideband. So we switched over to GPS, cameras, IMU, that type of stuff, and kind of never looked back. But yeah, early on, you'll even see a white one here. That would be a really bad idea in the snow, right? Be like camouflage.
Can't even see it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
Yep. All right, let's jump to the next one.
Okay, so actually for today, we mentioned that we're going to do a giveaway, but in fact, it is not just one giveaway. We're going to get multiple winners for today.
How many?
Well, let me introduce you to the exact rules.
All right.
So we're going to have 3 rounds of giveaway, and we're going to select different members of winners from different rounds. For the very first round, we're going to give you guys the free Yarbo t-shirt, which is the t-shirt that I'm holding in my hand. So if you guys can see it, it's a black color with the yellow logo on it, and a high five here on the back. So any of you guys who have not got the t-shirt before, if you purchased the Yarbo, but you want something really cool to wear on your body, this is the thing. You should be able to get it. All right.
Okay.
So,
How many t-shirts are we giving away?
we're giving 9 t-shirts in total to
Okay.
3 different platforms. So no matter which platforms you're watching right now, when it comes to the giveaway, we're going to ask you to put a comment in the comment section. And then we're going to do a screenshot to select the winner that were screenshot and reported by us. And we're going to announce your names and get back to you later after the live stream. And then the second round, we're going to give you a little mini Yarbo, which is this thing I'm holding in my hand. It's very cute, very nice, and it's all 3D printed.
Yeah, people love that.
Right. It's a really awesome thing. So if you want to give a little Yarbo to your child, your house.
How many are we giving away?
For this round, we're giving 3. So 3 platforms, each platform will get 1 free Yarbo mini motor.
Cool.
Yeah. And last round, we're giving the real product, which is the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module.
Grand finale. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, by the way, when we're doing all those introductions, feel free to go to our official website, yarbo.com, because the pre-order campaign has already started. Yesterday, we had a crazy run. I think we had more than 200 units of the Yarbo Lawn Mower module sold in less than 1 hour. So we feel your passion. We feel that a lot of people are watching this. And if you want to get the same amount of discount, the same promotion, we're doing another run today. So don't hesitate, don't wait. Go to our official website right now. You will be able to see the price. You will be able to make the order, and we're giving another 100 units pre-order price for today. So don't waste the time.
All right.
Yeah. So we go to next. All right. So really quick, we're gonna do the first round right now. So we're not gonna wait until the next couple minutes.
Okay.
So
let's get into it.
Guys, this is the rule. We have 3 different platforms. Either you're at yarbo.com or you're at the YouTube channels or Facebook. Please type Mower Pro. It doesn't matter if it's
Not yet, right?
right now.
Right now?
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
Okay.
So if you type it right now, we're gonna do a countdown from 5 to 0 to 1, right? And when we say 1, someone from our team is gonna do a screenshot.
Okay, they should probably wait a minute then.
Yeah.
So hold on, guys. We're gonna tell you when we start counting down.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And then we'll start from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
So start to type now, guys. If you want to get a free Yarbo t-shirt, we're gonna send it to you. We're gonna select 9 winners in 3 different platforms. So don't worry if you cannot, if you are in different platforms, we're gonna get to you.
Yeah, everyone will get a chance.
Everyone will get a chance, and
All right.
please type Yarbo Pro.
All right. Yeah, no,
Doesn't
I
matter
see
if it
that
is-
they're already typing it. So why don't we start the countdown?
Yeah. So it doesn't matter if you're typing the capital or non-capital. It doesn't really matter. It's not a big case. Just type Mower Pro, and we will get some winners. Okay.
Yep.
You ready for the countdown?
Let's do it.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it.
All right.
All right. So somebody should become the winner right now. Let's see who are the lucky guys.
Who do we got?
Okay, maybe we need to wait a little bit because we're still collecting the screenshots. Okay, we got the first answer. The first one from our, this is the official website. Okay.
Legal milk.
Legal Milk. Congratulations, Legal Milk.
Let me see some. Sorry, the screen name is blurry.
All right.
Jordy Wacker. Shiny Lobster.
Okay.
Those aren't winners.
No,
legal
only the
milk
top three.
is. Yeah.
So, Legal
Okay.
Milk, what's the second one?
Amiable Turnip.
Amiable Turnup. That's a really difficult name for me.
And Zealous. Okay. Zealous Seeds.
All right. Zealous Seed.
Great.
Congratulations, guys. Let's check it really quick. So, I'm going to show it to the camera. Number 1, Legal Milk. And then number 2, Amiable Trim. And number 3, Zealous Seeds. Okay. And for the YouTube channels, we also got a few winners. You want to read them out?
Yep. All right. So we got. Okay. RS. Literally, just the letters RS, no spaces. Green Moxie and Barrett.
No. They didn't type the.
Oh, you're right. My
They
bad.
didn't follow the rules.
So
So
you did not follow the rules. Oh, you know what? And we're cut off by one. Okay. So we have Lau Eric. Okay, that's one. Ken Leonard. That's awesome. Actually, he's a longtime customer, oddly enough. And we need to do it one more time to get one more person. All right.
to get another one from YouTube.
Yeah, because so many people. So
Okay.
the last part is cut off, so we want to make sure we get the right
And Facebook.
one.
And we also got the winner from Facebook.
Okay. So for Facebook, we have Amy Liu, Liu. We have Sam Chip McMurdy Jr. Sam Chip McMurdy Jr. and Rick. I hope I don't butcher this. He wrote Mower Crawl.
So that's not the one.
All right. Well, you know what? Look, he corrected it right below it. So
Okay.
Rick Gerosi.
Okay. And this guy, this lady maybe as well.
So we're here.
Amy
Oh yeah,
didn't
sorry.
find
Yep,
no
yep.
problem.
Okay, so Sam Chip McMurdy Jr., Rick Gerosi, and Melody Clark.
Okay. Nice.
Congratulations, guys.
Right. And just one last guy from YouTube. It's
Sure.
Matthew Connor.
Matthew Connor. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
All right. So we have announced all the winners for the first round of the giveaway. Each of you guys will get a Yarbo T-shirt. We will get back to you by the end of the live stream to get the contact information and your address so we can ship the Yarbo T-shirt to you very quickly. So congratulations to those winners.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Don't forget, we still have the second round of the Yarbo 3D printed mini model, and we have the final round of the free Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro. So those who have not won the game yet, don't leave, stay here, and you will get a chance to win this big thing. All right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's jump to the next one. So now is the time we play a TV commercial for our audience to see how Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro actually looks like.
Yeah. Let's do it.
The beast has awakened. Introducing Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro. Maintain up to 6 acres. Designed for large and complex yards. Engineered with mulching blades that conquer any mowing challenge. Tackles wet grass, tall grass, and tough terrain effortlessly. Driven by dual 300-watt cutting motors. More power, more innovation. Lawn care reinvented. This is Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro.
All right. Right, so that is the Lawnmower Pro. Can we go to the next slide? All right, so for those that haven't seen it, that's a pretty very short video. So what we're gonna do now is go over some of the
Yeah.
deep dive into the
Yeah,
aspects of it.
don't worry if you missed the video or if you're not watching the video clearly, because we will post that video on our YouTube channels and all the social media accounts.
Yeah.
So if you follow Yarbo, you're going to be able to check all those videos later. But don't worry about that.
Yeah. So let's get into it. So Yarbo Pro, you may have seen in that video, but basically from our current lawnmower to the Pro, we have 300-watt motors now. So the power has been doubled in each cutting motor, and that's a pretty big deal. So the average wattage or power of a autonomous robotic mower is about 80 watts or so. Our regular lawnmower, as we call it, the Yarbo Lawn Mower module, comes in at about 150 watts per motor. And Yarbo Pro is double that power at 300 watts. So the average autonomous lawnmower is about 80 watts. The Pro is about 300 watts.
Wow.
So, and it can deliver up to 2,500 watts of peak power. So that's really important. If you want to mulch, right, you need a lot of power to spin those blades, especially the straight blades. So you want to do things like cut wet grass, cut less often, right? So I think we showed 6 acres. There's actually a way to get much more acreage out of Yarbo with the Lawn Mower Module Pro, which we'll get into in a minute, but all that takes more power, right?
Yeah.
Mulching leaves, different types of grass. We talked about all different kinds of species of grass, right? So especially the warm season grass, right?
Yeah, like Pakuyu, St. Augustine, Buffalo, those who you live in Australia, New Zealand, or south part of America, like Florida or Texas.
Yep.
You may have that kind of grass, and it's very difficult for the other robotic lawnmowers to handle it because you want to cut it low, but it's going to face with strong resistance when it's getting low to the root part, and then it will get overturning issues with the motor, and then it cannot work. But with 300 watt, I think you can handle it face to feet, right?
Absolutely. So that's a big benefit of it, right? Another big benefit of it is cutting less, right? So not cutting as often, but taking more of the lawn off at each time. So almost, you can use it like a traditional, right? So you use cutting once a week, and by cutting once a week, you can cover a lot more area.
Right.
The other big thing we wanted to hit on was cutting when the lawn is wet. And ideally, you don't want to do that, but the simple fact is, whether you want to do that, you don't have to worry about the lawnmower clogging, right? That's a big deal with autonomous lawnmowers. You don't have the power, right, to do that. And in certain parts of the world, they go through wet seasons where they might not be able to cut the lawn for a week or two, and they're forced to cut it in when it's wet or damp. So this gives you the ability to do that. Also, if I'm in the northeast of the United States, sometimes we get a rainy week where it rains the entire week. Well, the nice part is now you can wait right that week and cut your lawn, and it's not going to fall behind, right? You still have the power to cut through an inch and a half of lawn and have it finally mulch, and that's obviously a big deal.
Yeah, I can tell this 300 watt is a pretty amazing number because, as you mentioned, all the other brands and all the other robotic brands, they have on average 80 watts. So we're like 4 times more than what they can do.
Correct.
And this is maybe number 1 or top in the industry, right?
Right.
Okay, that is amazing. So,
Yep.
Great.
So let's jump to the next.
Yep.
All right, so a wider cutting height range. So we mentioned warm season grasses, right? So warm season grasses you can cut as low as 0.8 inches. So our original and current Yarbo lawnmower, right, can go up to 4 inches and goes down to 1.2 inches, which is pretty low. But certain species of grasses, certain applications on the commercial side, right, such as golf courses, those types of applications require a lower cut. So we actually have a spacer that comes with the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro that you could put in, and basically you'll get about another 1/4 of an inch lower. So going from 1.2 to 0.8 inches, you'll lose the 4 inches. The 4 inches will come down to 3.6, right?
Right.
But you have that option, which is pretty cool. And then of course you also have the option of putting on traditional discs if you want, right?
Yeah.
So different applications.
I know I've been to a lot of different like golf courses and football fields. When I talked to people there, they said they always need to keep the grass under, so let's say 3.5 centimeter or less than 0.9 or 0.8 inches. This is a really challenging place because all the mowers might have issues cutting that low. That's why we add the spacer for that cutting blade, right?
Exactly, yeah. And another big thing is, it's nice to be able to go all the way down to 0.8 inches, but if you are in a cool season grass area, you probably want to cut it 4 inches or 3.5 inches, right? And so for that, you really need a mower that can create some kind of lift. The current lawnmower can do it, but what starts to happen is if you have large yards, and Yarbo can can go up to, we'll get into this in a minute, but 6 acres. If you're cutting twice a week, if you're cutting once a week, you can go up to about 12 acres.
Right.
Big areas. And usually when you get that type of expansive areas, you really have like an estate, right? Very high in the estate with very well manicured lawn. Or you have parts of your lawn that are well manicured and other parts that are not so nice, right? And so you have these rough grasses, grass areas, or wild plants and weeds and stuff that you have to get through, and that takes a lot more power. So that extra wattage really helps in those applications.
Okay. That's really interesting. By the way, I actually got information from our team saying that we have officially started the pre-order for that 100 units, and now we are posting the link in the comment section. So if you guys want to check the information, it will be really quick. So go to the comment section. We're going to share the pre-order link in the comment section. And also you can directly go to our official website to check if the pre-order is open or not. Because yesterday we sold out that first 100 unit in 20 minutes. So you might want to be fast today because there's another 100 units. And I know a lot of people are watching it right now. So don't wait. Go to the official website and you're going to see that pre-order campaign. And you're going to be able to check our Lawn Mower Pro module right now.
Yeah, no, and just to say again, we can't thank, the current customers for ordering it. New customers that have been waiting for a solution like this, that help support us because it means the world. It lets us create more modules and get Yarbo into the hands of more people. So we really appreciate the support.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, let's jump to the next one. Alrighty, so mulching blades. So we went over this a little bit, right? It allows you to cut less often, right? You can take off more height on the grass. So that also opens up other applications, right? So again, if you have higher grass or thicker grass, that's fine. It can handle up to taking basically off 12 inches, a foot of grass at a time. Knowing that you're not going to finally mulch that, right? No mower will do that. That's why you'll have a bag. But that's really important for applications commercially, like solar farms, right? That's been a big demand where they just need a rough cut and they want to keep the vegetation down. Right. Same thing, medians, sides of highways. In California, where they have wildfires, they want to constantly take the brush down so that it doesn't feed the fire, right? So that there's not a lot of tall grass there. So that's something that obviously Yarbo can do with mulching and the Lawn Mower Pro. And the other thing is I don't personally do this, but a lot of people like to mulch their leaves. So you have the power to do that, right? With a robotic lawnmower with razor blades, it's not going to do a great job of mulching, right? It's just not designed for it. So,
quick question, because this looks really familiar if you have used the traditional gas-powered lawnmower.
Sure.
Because they're always the, let's say, long mulching blades.
Yep.
Why did people switch from the mulching blade, the straight blades, to the razor blades right now that is much commonly used on the robotic mower side? What happened?
Yeah, good question. So on the robotic side, when they first started developing them, and Husqvarna was a big name in the industry, they came out with the first robotic lawnmower in I think it was 1998 or 1999 in Europe. And in the States, in North America, we're kind of slow to adapt technology.
Right.
But back then, the batteries weren't as powerful. They were a lot more expensive. Batteries still can be expensive, but the motors were also expensive.
Right.
And to get something that was high powered, it was hard to do in a mass-produced product, right? The other concern was the sensors weren't as good, right? So you don't want, something like this with dual blades moving around if it doesn't have good obstacle detection and good safety measures, to shut the unit down. But we can do that, right? We couldn't do that before. So it's a lot of things, but really it's technology can now allow that, right? And that's a big deal.
Right.
So with this, we're really giving you the best of both worlds. You can either choose the razor blades, the traditional discs with the razor blades, and use it as more of a maintainer. Or you can use the mulching blades, which gives you a lot of versatility.
Yeah, so I think in conclusion, Right now, Yarbo has a really big battery, stronger powered motor,
Yeah.
and safety protection sensors.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we can finally get back to the melting blades that
Correct.
people were using before on the traditional lawnmower.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I think we're gonna show some of the real stuff when after we show the lawnmower Pro, we flip the work, you're
Yeah.
gonna actually see how it looks like.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not just pictures, yeah.
Yep. All right.
Alrighty, so efficient blade fence design. So a lot of work went into redesigning the lower deck. So more powerful motors, a bunch of reinforcement internally behind this deck that you can't see above it, where the motors are actually resting, right?
Right.
And then the mechanism to bring them up and down. All of that actually needs to be able to take a pretty good shock. If Yarbo hits a big stick or something like that, it has overvolt protection, but you still need a really solid structure inside. So we redesigned that. We also redesigned this outer fence of these red areas. And we needed to do that to open up the area here, right? And let these like small wings create lift. And the other thing is with wet snow, we wanted to remove any areas wet grass could collect. Because that's a big enemy of robotic lawnmowers for sure.
That is nice. That is very nice. Okay.
Alrighty, let's jump to the next. Go.
Then
All
it
right.
comes to the second round of giveaway campaign. Alright, I have introduced the rules. So basically, we're gonna give a Yarbo 3D printed model. It's called Mini Yarbo. It's very small, as you can see, it's on my hand. But they have battery inside, so it can run like a little thing.
One day, not this one, but one day.
Okay,
My kids would love them.
I'll ask for the audience because I know a lot of people are saying, can we put actually a smaller Yarbo or Robert made and put battery there and then around like a little car.
Yep.
So next time if we're selling the actual Yarbo mower, we can give them an additional gift like a little Yarbo toy.
That's
so we
true.
can play with it.
My kids would love that and
Yeah.
also destroy it. My 2-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah.
We want to make
He's
them
a
really
terror.
strong.
Yeah.
All right. So actually today, guys, you don't have to buy a separate Yarbo to win this little mini gift. You will get a chance to get it for free. Right? How do you do it? Well, here are the rules. You will need to type "Love Yarbo" in the comment section, just like the first round when you want to get the t-shirt, you need to type Mower Pro, but this time we want you to type Love Yarbo. And same thing, we're going to do a countdown from 5 to 1. And when we say 1, our team is going to do a screenshot of all the platforms.
Yep.
And then we're going to give the mini Yarbo to you guys. Oh, by the way, before we start the actual countdown, just to let you guys know, the official pre-order campaign has started for today. And I know there are already someone who's doing a pre-order right now. So if you want to check the website, just go there and there will be the shopping cart. And also we're not only showcasing the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro today, but also the trimmers and all the bodies, the other modules as well. So I think for today, it's not just the price of the Lawnmower Pro will be very good, but also the price of the trimmer, the price of the combos will be very, very attractive.
Yep.
All right. So okay, let's maybe start the countdown from now.
Let's do
And those of you guys who are watching it, please type Love Yarbo in the comment section. And then we will select 3 winners from 3 different platforms to give a free Yarbo mini model. All right?
Let's do it. You ready?
Yep.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do it.
All right. Let's collect the results.
Yep, let's see who is the winner.
You know, it's funny. So we came out with one of these to show a prototype in 2021 at CES. And we had a gentleman come up to us at CES in 2021, and he was blind, completely blind. He had a seeing eye dog and an assistant with him. And he was able to hold the snowblower prototype back then, 3D model, and he could tell it was a single-stage snowblower. He could feel the treads.
Really?
Yeah, he could tell when we told him it had a beacon pole. He could feel all that. So we decided we were going to create 3D models ever since then. Every year he comes back and visits us at CES, which is really, really cool. So
That's a really nice story.
yeah, he is a podcast. So he helps disabled people find technology to help them improve their lives. And so he came back he comes back every year. But last year he came back with 5, people that could also, use a Yarbo. And we passed all the models around. So now we have obviously different kinds. When he was looking at this, it was the snowblower,
The
right?
snowblower.
Yeah.
Snowblower, which
So-
is right here.
Yep, yep.
Snowblower.
But a lot of people like this because it's cute, it's fun. But yeah, he used it in a completely different way. It's just kind of cool from where, like a happy accident,
Yeah, I think that's also part of the reason why we started the Yarbo business, because we want to help people like them,
Absolutely.
For those who are disabled, to those elderly people that
Yep.
they cannot clear the snow themselves, they cannot cut the grass themselves.
Yes.
Yarbo is the one that can help you do other works and make you don't have to be really tired outside and risk,
Yeah, and that's a big thing, right? As you get older, and you can do less physical labor type things around your house, a lot of people cannot age in place, right? So they have this large yard that they enjoy with, maybe their families or whatever it may be. And as they get older, they're forced to move into a smaller home or a condo or something like that, where they don't have to deal with the yard, with snow and things like that. So we really want to work on, constantly improving Yarbo to make it easier for those people to take advantage of it.
Okay. All right.
All right,
So
let's see what we got.
got some winners here. Guys, are you excited? You want to know who actually win a mini Yarbo tonight? You will see.
If you're still writing Love Yarbo.
Okay. If you're still writing Love Yarbo, that's too late.
It's-
We already have the winner in the screen.
All right.
All right. So
Who do
the
we
first
got?
one from Facebook,
All right. Chris Gardner.
Chris Gardner.
Chris with a K. Yep.
Congratulations, Chris Gardner.
Congratulations.
You're the first winner. And next one, we're going here.
We got Gold Herbs 98425.
Gold Herbs 98425. That's a really long name, but
Yeah.
that's very recognizable. So
Yeah.
congratulations, Gold Herb 98425.
Yep. Very unique.
All right. And the last one. Oh, unfortunately, Green Moxie got the wrong name, so it's the next guy.
Paul Caserato.
Paul Caserato. Congratulations, Paul Caserato. Let's show the screen to the
Sure.
camera
Yeah.
so everybody can see it.
Go ahead.
Yep. Check it, guys. The first winner is Chris Gunner. Love Yarbo. Thank you, Chris Gunner. You are the winner to get a free mini Yarbo 3D model. We will contact you to get your information and you will get it soon. And the next winner is Gold Herbs 98425. Very good name. Very recognizable name. And Love Yarbo. Thank you, sir. And the last winner is, well, unfortunately, this guy, Green Moxie. He typed the wrong name, so not him. We got the next guy, which is Paul Caserato. Paul Caserato. Thank you for saying Love Yarbo, and we will give you a 3D model for Mini Yarbo.
So this is funny. So True Stu wrote, darn, I was this close because he can see his name in the screenshot, but he's lower in the list. So sorry, Stu. Next time, but we constantly do giveaways. So
Yes. Please don't forget to follow our channels because next time we're going to do another round of giveaway for maybe next live stream.
and he still has a chance to win the Yarbo
Oh
Pro.
yeah, this still hasn't.
Yeah, so
Get
hang in
the
there, Stu.
winner.
There's still a chance.
Yeah, there's still a chance for this actual big boy. So you're not gonna get a small toy like this. You're gonna get an actual Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module. So
if you win, yes.
if you win,
Yes.
and there, you will get a chance for the next round. All right.
Cool.
So, all right, guys. Right now we have checked the pre-orders. I think right now we have got half of the order confirmed from our audience. So right now we only got like 50 units left for today's pre-order campaign. So if you're watching and if you're still thinking, please don't hesitate and go check the information on the website. We will run out of the inventory very soon, and this is the pre-order campaign. So first come, first serve.
Yeah.
If you order it now, you will definitely be the first group who can get the unit.
Absolutely.
If you're ordering it later, of course you can, but that means a little bit longer of waiting time.
Yeah, and I mean, and people might have seen this on the website, but it is important that when we go over pricing in a minute, but that deliveries start in August. So it's very close.
Yep. All right, so let's move to the actual price announcement.
Yeah.
To let everybody know what's the price, I'm gonna move this little Yarbo away so everybody can see it.
You know what? Do we have the table that compares the two units? Hang on 1 second. All right. Because this is important. We actually were working on a bit of an old slide yesterday, so I just wanted to, or an old deck. So we just want to go over this real quick. So a lot of people had questions about what the difference is between the current lawnmower and the Lawn Mower Pro, right? And what makes it different. So a big difference obviously is the power. And so we mentioned that 300 watt motors, so 300 watts per motor, 2,500 watt peak. On the Lawn Mower Pro, you can use razor blades or mulching blades. Again, you can go a little bit lower on the Pro, 1/4 inch. But the other big thing is covering a larger area. So with the Yarbo Lawn Mower, the current one, right, which is strictly razor blades, it's made to be a maintainer, right? It's meant to go out and, you know, at a minimum cut twice a week, right? So that you're maintaining the level of soil. With doing that, if you don't have a lot of obstacles, kind of perfect scenario, you can cover 6.2 acres. The Lawn Mower Pro, you can do in the same setup with the razor blades. But if you put the mulching blades on, you have the luxury of cutting once a week. You cut once a week and you can use 12.4 acres, so double the acreage. And again, the thing to know about that is if you're cutting, you know, say you have your lawn set to 3 inches and every week it grows 1 inch and now you're taking off 1 inch, you can get to that number, right? You don't have a ton of obstacles, things like that. But that's a big deal. So 12.4 acres is a large area. And if you have a, you know, somewhat complicated area and you bring that down to 10 acres, it's a big jump over the existing unit. And the main reason is just cutting less frequently, right? Yep. You can only do that with straight mulching blades and having the power to mulch. Otherwise, you'll build up a ton of thatch on the lawn. It won't be healthy for your lawn in the long term if you try to do that with a razor blade mower, right?
Yeah, I think overall, it doesn't matter if it's the regular Yarbo Lawn Mower or the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro, both of them have a really strong capacity for the area coverage.
Absolutely.
6 acres, that's huge.
It is.
Yeah, in my place where I live in New York, I got like, I don't know, like 3,000 square feet of the area, something like that. I mean, I'm not the
Landing a premium in New York.
Right. So I don't think I'm the target audience for Yarbo, but for those of you guys who live and have a big house and big yard, will be the perfect fit, right?
Yeah, for sure. And when you get up into those type of acreage, you know, and you get to 12.4, that's where you're looking for more of like a prosumer type solution, right? The guys that are getting, you know, higher grade zero turns, right? Basically say if you have a ride-on lawnmower, you should absolutely consider a Yarbo. It can do a lot of things that a ride-on lawnmower can do.
Yeah, and overall, I think this cutting height, it's also very amazing. Even the regular lawnmower can do from 1.2 inches to 4 inches, which should be enough for both cool season grass and warm season grass, unless you want to cut it to the sports field level.
Correct.
But other than that, I think it's a very good one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. For sure. Yep. All right.
All right. So maybe I think it's a time that we can flip it over and let the audience actually see what it looks underneath, because we have introduced you on the PowerPoint and in the video, but maybe it's better if we can flip it over.
Yeah.
So everybody will see what's underneath.
Let me give you a hand lifting it and then it's over. Right.
All right.
Okay. You got that balanced?
Yep.
All right.
So move the camera a little bit closer so you can check it in detail.
Yeah. So give us 1 second. Yeah. All right. So this is the bottom of the Yarbo Pro. The first thing, obviously, you'll probably notice are these mulching blades. And so these are our mulching blades. they're very quick to change. So you can basically take 2 Allen keys and we give you the Allen wrench, 1 lock nut, and you can pop off the blade, put on another one. You can also pop off this whole assembly very easily and put on the razor blades with the cutting disc. Probably not facing the camera there for a second, but these are, and the swing of the camera. These are the optional cutting discs as well. They both come with Yarbo, and these are very, very durable. We put a ton of work into making sure that these discs are extremely durable. So that's a big deal. The other thing is we reworked the bottom of the deck, so it's a lot more open. There's a lot less areas for grass to get stuck, wet grass, tall grass, all those things, because you can have the most powerful motors in the world, but if you start to get grass built up onto the deck, it just accumulates and accumulates and will even take down the trunks of motors, so that's important. This is the redesigned protection fence on the edges here, on each side, so that also helps with that. And you can see these mulching blades. Let me actually, here, just back the camera up for 1 second, because I just don't want to blind people with my shiny forehead and dome. So these are the mulching blades, and you can see here they have little wings on the edge to create lift. And the idea behind that is you're creating lift to not only stand up the grass, but then once you cut it, to suck that up a bit, right, and then cut it again, so that you're getting a good mulch. So that's important. Then the other thing is, there's spacers behind here. So if you don't need to cut down to 0.08 inches and you want to cut 4 inches high, you can remove the spacers and you'll get the full 4-inch height of cut. So tall fescue, a lot of cool season grasses, you want to cut higher. So you can do that with this, which is really important. And some traits that it shares with our existing lawnmower, this protection fence here. So basically this lets you get up to 2-inch high, like Belgian blocks. So if you want to cross your driveway, you don't need to make a ramp. You can literally, Yarbo will drive right down it and can drive right up the other side, which is pretty cool. Branches, sticks, acorns, all that stuff you don't have to worry about, especially with the mulching blades, which is pretty cool. So a lot of innovation there.
Quick question.
Yeah.
How difficult is it to switch from the mulching blades to the razor blade? Because you mentioned that it's switchable, right?
Yeah.
So how many minutes do I need to get them down?
Yeah, you're probably talking, if you've never done it before, like 5 to 6 minutes aside. That would be a lot. So two screws, 2 Allen screws, and a lock nut. One nut. So you'll take that off, and then you can swap on the discs, which are just 4 Allen screws, and we always give you all of the tools you need to do that. So that's also something that's really
I mean, 5 minutes doesn't sound too bad for me.
No, we wanted to make sure it was easy. For sure, for sure.
Another question. So, I'm asking for a lot of audience. I guess they have similar questions.
Yeah.
So, I guess this mulching blade is also a consumable part because you now get some new blades after a couple, I don't know, weeks or months. So how often do I need to switch it?
So that really depends on how much you're cutting and the conditions of cutting.
So let's just say an average lawn in Long Island where you live, the grass are cold season grass and
yeah, I mean, if you're just cutting a lawn, typical lawn, and you want to cut it less often, you should be able to go a whole season without sharpening.
Right.
If you are cutting, on a solar farm and it's extremely rough, thick vegetation, you're going to change them more.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
If you're cutting when it's constantly wet, you're going to change them more often, right? And I mean, we don't do this, but a lot of customers do sharpen their blades, who recommend getting replacements, but to each their own. So
I want to do it.
they have the ability,
All right.
So for sure.
Sounds good.
For sure.
Yeah, really amazing.
Yep.
Let's put this down.
Yep. All right.
So I really have to say those blades really strong because the way I'm holding it, I can feel the weight from it.
Yeah.
Like I can't even tell if it is plastic or metal, but I know it's plastic, you know, because I'm part of it. But actually, when I'm holding it, I feel like it's quite heavy.
Yep.
I think it's much more enhanced compared with the previous cutting disc.
Yeah.
This one is very strong. Like if you're hitting it, it's not going to get broken easily. Right?
No, correct. And honestly, that's something that a lot of robotic lawnmowers with plastic discs experience. So losing razor blades, like losing one for a blade when you impact something hard, cracking, then it's kind of a constant battle. So we put in a ton of work into making sure they're extra good.
Okay.
Yeah, and some other things that are just important for people that don't know about the Yarbo lawnmower module, our standard one versus the Pro. But all of our modules have binocular cameras, as you know, rain sensor, ultrasonic sensors, this soft touch bumper, which is pretty cool, so we don't have to ram into things. So like the old robotic vacuums had mechanical bumpers.
Right.
Today, a lot of robotic lawnmowers still have mechanical type bumpers, so they have to actually slam into things before they realize that they're hitting something for the bumper to be activated. So this just literally takes a touch and it knows that it's up against something.
I think all the safety features are available on those modules, all the modules.
Absolutely.
So, camera, bumper, sensors,
Yep.
they're everywhere. So just to make sure this big guy is safe when it's operating.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So maybe let's get back to the slides and see what's the next part we can introduce. Meanwhile, you guys, I know a lot of you guys are still waiting for the final round of the giveaway. So stay here and we will go to that part really quick. Yeah. Before that, we might just go over some specs and please do have a look at the specs because that might be very important for the next round of the game.
Yeah, sure.
Just a little hint.
Sure. So rain detection, obviously both modules have battery capacity is the same because it comes from the core. Charging time is the same. Noise level is the same. And actually that's something that's very cool. So for having straight blades, it's actually able to be just as quiet as having the discs. So that's a big deal. So we have obstacle detection, same setup. Positioning, that's done by the core, so that's across both modules. Navigation under trees, so visual, ODOM, IMU, and that's actually getting a big update in the next coming update to really include working under trees and cover and things like that where you don't get GPS. Obviously, it can recharge by itself. Another thing people might not know is you can teleoperate Yarbo. So you can actually stream Yarbo's cameras while you're remote controlling it, which is pretty cool. You can choose to remote control it. Obviously, it's intended to be completely autonomous. Cutting width on both decks are still 20 inches, whether it's the traditional one, our original lawnmower or the Pro. Vertical obstacle passing ability, so that's the ability to climb over things, so it can climb over 2-inch terrain differences. Mowing area per charge is 0.25 acres. Mowing area per day is 1.7 acres. Max coverage, if you're going 2 times a week, it's 6.2 acres. And if you're doing 1 time a week, that's the 12.4.
Yeah, that's, I think the battery capacity is very impressive because a lot of times when we are asking for the other robotic mower, they can't say anything about kilowatts. They use the things.
Right, amp hour. Yeah.
Amp hour.
Yeah.
Why are we using kilowatt? Because really our number is big enough that we can say it's 1.6.
Yeah, to put it into context, the average robotic lawnmower is 4 to 8 amp hours. 10 is considered large.
Okay.
And we're at 38 amp hours.
38 amp hours.
Yeah.
And that's equivalent to 1.38 kilowatts.
Correct.
Oh wow. So that's awesome. And also the slope here, the maximum climbing ability, 70%. That is a really big number. I used to do a lot of skis when it comes to the winter.
Yeah.
I remember last winter we went to Colorado to test the Yarbo snowblower.
Yeah.
And then we had some ski game when it's weekend. And I think the maximum slope I can do is around, I don't know, like 50% or something like that. But Yarbo can do a much better job than I am.
Yeah, that's approaching Black Diamond territory, but yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah, for sure.
Right. All right, guys. These are some of the numbers and specs that you should remember because the last round of the giveaway has something to do with this. We will need you guys to get back to us with some questions and answers.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move to the next one.
Let's jump to the next slide.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do some pricing. So the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro, the super early bird special is $52.99. So it's regularly $59.99, $6,000. The super early bird special brings it down to $52.99. The Lawn Mower Pro module, the module by itself is normally $22.99, and the super early bird special brings it down to $16.99. There is an additional $200 off if you're an existing customer. We always try and do something for existing customers. For the longest time, we offered a trade-in program, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But as you scale, right, it's not scalable.
Yeah.
So, but we always try to include something for existing customers because we really appreciate, early supporters of it.
Yeah. So for those of you guys who already purchased a Yarbo core before, you will get an additional $200 off for everybody. And when you are going to the website to purchase the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro, make sure you use your existing Yarbo account that was used to make the previous purchase of the Yarbo core. Because otherwise you won't be able to find your coupon code, you won't be able to find that special $200 off offer for you. This will be a long-time offer, so anyone who had an existing Yarbo core, you will be able to have this additional $200 off based on the current price we're paying like this. So right now, the super early bird is $1,699, so basically $1,700. And in the future, it may raise up to $2,299, which is $600 more.
Yeah.
Right. So just for the module itself, we got $600 off right now, which is a really, really big promotion, I would say.
Yeah, and again, when you're talking about, even as the lawnmower, right, for $52.99, a lawnmower that is also modular. But if you just took it against other autonomous lawnmowers out there that can do,
6 acres?
Yeah, and 12 acres if you're cutting it less, you're talking only commercial type lawnmowers that are probably easily 4 times that cost.
Right.
And obviously we know some that are even more expensive than that. So, yeah, it's a really good value.
Okay. And this is limited to the first 100 order for today. So I think 10 minutes or 20 minutes ago, you got information to say that there's only 15 minutes left. I don't know how many of them are there right now, but maybe 30 minutes or something. So if you guys are watching, please go to the official website and you will see the shopping cart there. It's the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro.
Yep, let's jump to the next part. Oh, the time has come.
Okay. Well, I think right now we're coming to the last round of the giveaway for today. So this time the rules will be a little bit different. First of all, we're only giving one free Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module.
Yep.
So that means we have 3 platforms, but we're going to choose only one platform as the only platforms that we're selecting the winner. Let's say if you guys are on the other 2 different platforms, you will need to come to this platforms and type your name and answer in there so that we can get you guys as the winner. So right now we have 3 different platforms. I have already written the names for Facebook, YouTube, and the Yarbo.com, where I will hold it and let Ken randomly select one platforms from them, and then we will let you guys know which one we are doing this giveaway.
Let's do it.
All right, so I will flip it, and you pick up one.
Okay.
All right.
What do we got? Yarbo.com.
Yarbo.com, guys. Yarbo.com. So we're going to do a giveaway campaign for the free Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module.
Okay, so I just want to understand this. If I'm a user, then I should go over to Yarbo.com.
Yes.
Click on the live video,
Yep.
the icon at the top.
Yep.
Right? Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So if you guys are watching it from the other platforms right now, you should go to the Yarbo.com live stream. So if you search, if you Google Yarbo.com, you can get to the official website, and then you're going to see a live stream icon on the right, on the top right side of the page.
Yep.
Click that page, and you're joining the live stream. And then we're going to do a giveaway there.
Okay.
All right. And this time, the rules for the giveaway are a little bit different. So it's no longer like I love Yarbo or Yarbo Mower Pro, because that's too easy. It's just typing a few words. So actually, this time we're going to do a quick quiz, a pop-up quiz, right?
Okay.
So we're going to ask okay?
Before that, can you do it for some questions?
Q&A for some questions? Yes.
Well, yeah, let's
tell the rules.
Let's give some people time to
Yeah.
go over to Yarbo.com because there seems to be a lot of people on Facebook and YouTube. So yeah.
Of
Okay.
course. So we'll definitely give you guys some time to go to Yarbo.com, and then we will start the giveaway campaign. But we're not going to tell the exact question right now, so you guys can spend your time, go to the right platform. But I'm just going to quickly go over the rules. How do we do it, so you guys are prepared. We're going to do a quick pop-up quiz. We're going to ask you a question regarding what we have go through today. It's going to be not an easy question, but it's a very obvious question.
So something we spoke about today.
Yeah, something we spoke about. And
Okay.
you need to
I don't
type.
even know what this is, so this will be interesting.
Yeah, this is a random pick. I already have this question, but I'm not going to tell you in case you tell the audience.
I would never.
Okay.
Let's do it.
And you need to type your answer plus your name. This is very important. Your answer plus your name in the comment section, and then we're gonna do the question. The first one who answered this correctly will become the winner.
All right.
Right. So for example, let's just make a really simple example. It's not the actual quiz.
All right. This is just a test.
Just a test, okay?
Okay.
Just a test, guys.
Okay.
Don't be mad if you are the first one who said this. This is just a test, okay? So I'm gonna say. So let's say you're the audience. I'm the host. I'm gonna say, okay. What is the charging time for Yarbo if you're doing from 20% to 80%? And what's your answer?
1.5 hours.
And your name?
Ken Coleman.
Right. So you're gonna say 1.5
Did I
hours.
win?
Ken Coleman. Yay, you read it. That's how we do it, guys. That's how we do it. So please go to the Yarbo.com live stream, and we're gonna do the giveaway right there. So maybe let's go over some Q&As before we actually start it.
Yeah, we'll
because
give
some people
some
are
time
still
to
switching.
Yeah.
So let's do some Q&As, and we can get to some of the points. So here are some typical Q&As. You get it. Or maybe you can just think something for the audience, because I know you know a lot about the product. You know what they want to ask.
Well, I guess while you're grabbing those, so a couple of, I guess, use cases for the Lawn Mower Pro, right? So we mentioned like big expansive properties, ranches, right? So things like the United States, where again, they have groomed areas and then rough cut areas. There's also a lot of commercial applications, HOAs, solar farms, universities, schools, soccer fields, as you mentioned. There's a lot. But think big, expansive, complex yards is really where Yarbo shines, especially with the Pro module. And then again, if you are really into your lawn and want that really, really low cut, in fact, I used to have a Husqvarna dealership, and one of my customers, he was obsessed with his lawn. And he wanted to cut it lower and lower and lower. I mean, it always looked great, but it looked like a carpet. But he was obsessed with cutting it as low as it could go. And back then, the lawnmowers only went about, I think it was 1.7 inches, and that was not, he was never happy.
Right.
But yeah, so if you want that meticulous, very low cut, that's something for the pro as well.
Okay, got you. So maybe let's get to some of the questions.
Okay. Yeah, sure. So, how's the performance and battery in cold climate of the Northeast region? Sure. So, in the Northeast region, so that's actually a really interesting question. So, because those that might not know, although we went over in the beginning, is that Yarbo started life as a snowblower. And because it did that, it actually has the ability to self-heat its battery.
Mhm.
So whether it's cold or warm, the numbers that we give you are actually based on cold, right? You're not going to cut your lawn in freezing times, right?
Nope.
But it's warm enough for your grass to grow. That's absolutely fine. If you have cold mornings, so like in the fall, we could have very cold mornings where it can get down to, maybe even close to freezing, but yet then a couple days later it'll heat up and the grass is growing again.
Right.
Yarbo is designed to stay outside 24/7.
Right.
So that's something that's very, very unique with all the other autonomous. And again, it's modular, so you can take off the lawnmower, put on the snowblower, take the snowblower off, put on the leaf blower. But other other autonomous lawnmowers, you actually have to bring inside,
Right.
and they have to stay in a climate controlled area, or else the batteries will literally freeze and you'll damage them.
Yeah, I think so. That's very funny because when I saw this question, I feel like this is the question I'm super confident I'm gonna okay, don't worry about it.
You can answer it.
We're the only robotic mower that has no worry about the cold weather because we also built the snow blower for it. So we need to make sure we can work under really cold temperature when it's blowing the snow.
Yes.
Which give us no trouble when it comes to the lawnmower.
Yeah, and I know what he's getting at. So or she, but the issue becomes too, as the battery gets colder, you typically lose range, right? But because we can self-heat ourselves on the docking station so that the battery's at temperature before we even go out to mow the lawn or snow blow or whatever it is, we have consistent performance, and that's something that's really unique.
Right.
Which one do we have? So how long does it take? Is that what it was?
How long does the battery last? This one is
How long does the battery last?
I think it's talking about the working cycle, for each charge, how long you use it to cut the glass,
Oh,
sure. The snow.
Yep. Yep. So I believe it is 0.43 acres? We actually have that up here.
Yeah, so for each charge, we can do up to 0.43 acres.
Yeah.
And it takes around, how many hours to do it? About 3 hours.
Yeah, correct.
So normally speaking,
we're working for 3, charging for 1.5.
Yeah, so normally speaking, if you're charging to 100%, we can cut up to 0.43 acres per charge, which takes around 3 hours of working time. And when it comes to the snow blowing, because I know a lot of the audience are also curious about the snow blower, it can work for at least 1.5 hours.
Yeah.
And it can blow the snow within 6,000 square feet of the area in total, if the snow is within 1 to 3 inches, right? So if you have like 10 inches of snow, of course, it will consume a little bit more energy.
Yeah, and the important part to that is that typical autonomous lawnmowers, they micromanage a problem, right?
Right.
Now you have the option to micromanage the problem or handle it in, so to speak, the traditional way without you being involved with the physical labor it does it autonomously. But on the snow side, it's really a game changer that Yarbo can work through the snow. And the biggest reason for that is we don't care if you have a 5-foot snowstorm or a 1-foot snowstorm. You can go out every 2 or 3 inches and Yarbo will constantly be clearing the snow. The reason we have the bigger intake on our snow blower is to be able to clear the end of the driveway where the snow comes, right? And we have to be able to tackle that if it's going to work in the real world. So, for sure.
That's nice. All right, cool. I think a lot of people are already waiting. They are really want to see the result of this giveaway because I know they're still trying to see if they're the lucky winner for today. So let's repeat the rules again, and then we will start to do the question. All right, so here we are only doing this giveaway on our official website, yarbo.com. So if you click the yarbo.com, the top right corner, you're going to see the live stream icon, get it in. And then we're going to select one winner today who can answer the question the first one. All right. So basically, we're gonna ask a quick question that we have spoken before. We have mentioned today in the PowerPoint, and you will need to type your answer and your name in the comment section. The first person who get me a correct answer will be the winner.
All right.
That is very intense.
That is very intense. I'm really curious about the question, but.
Okay, I'm actually talking about. Okay, I'm not gonna say it.
Don't give any hints.
People will know it.
Yeah.
All right. So again, one last time, guys. One last time. You will need to plug in your answer. It's probably a number, right? It's probably just a number. I'm not gonna let you guys write an essay for this answer, so it's very short. And then you will need to type your name as well. If you do not type your name, just the number, it is not correct.
All right.
We will not select you. So please, the answer and your name.
Okay.
Okay.
Answer first, name right after that.
Okay.
But same message / comment, right? So you need the answer and you need your name, hit enter.
Hit enter.
Set.
Okay.
That's it. All right.
All right, you guys are ready? I think everybody has been waiting for so long to get the final round of the giveaway. So let me ask this question right now. Everybody's ready?
All right, let's do it.
Okay. So my question is, for the Yarbo Lawn Mower, what is the maximum slope that Yarbo can handle on the percentage-wise? On the
Okay.
percentage-wise,
Okay.
what is the maximum slope that Yarbo Lawn Mower can handle? Come on, guys. This should be an easy one. If you watched our live stream before, if you read our product menus, you should know this number.
Oh, you know what? You said percentage-wise. Okay.
On a percentage-wise, guys, on the
We have
percentage-wise,
some good listeners, some not so good
on
listeners.
the percentage-wise, what is the maximum slope that Yarbo can handle? The Yarbo Lawn Mower can handle on a percentage-wise, guys.
All right.
Yep. All right. So I think there are already some good answers. I don't know who is the first winner.
There are answers all over the place.
Let me check who is the winners.
But it's very interesting.
Somebody said 82. Who said that? 50%? Come on. I can't even do 50% when I'm doing the skiing.
Some have degrees, but a lot of people did get it right.
Okay, a lot of people did get it right.
Let's see who.
If you have not typed the answer right now, you already lose the chance, guys. Just go check the website and get the free honor. You're not going to win a free Yarbo tonight.
Wow. There are a lot of answers. All right, let's see who won.
Okay, let's circle back to the first one.
Jeez. Okay, we're getting there. Give us 1 second.
Okay. Somebody said 25 acres.
That's not.
Chris Greenwich. That's not
60
even my.
dB. Hey, you guys thought you knew what we were gonna
That's
we
not
were
60
gonna ask.
dB. We're not asking that.
No, but I think they were preemptively doing this.
Okay. So who is the first one? Let's double check. Let's just double check.
All right. That's who I think it is.
Let me check.
Let's see.
Who are you putting yet?
Yep, that's it. All right.
Okay. So
We just wanted to confirm here, but yeah. All right, so the winner.
the winner is the
Vincent.
lawn
Well,
engineer.
that's the username, but it's Vincent Manners.
Okay, congratulations, Vincent.
Vincent
Manners.
Manners.
You
were the
are the
first-
winner for
yep.
tonight.
You were the first one to answer correctly.
Okay, let's show this to the audience so everybody can see it. This guy, the username is called the/Longineer. Oh wow, this guy is a very professional name, Longineer. No wonder why he is the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module for tonight. 70% Vincent Manners.
This is fun.
Congratulations,
People
Vincent.
must have been, I guess, trying to predict what you were going to ask because I
Yeah.
see 300-watt motor power. with-
300 watts? What the hell, guys? I'm not seeing the slope.
Yep. I see the cutting range. I see 6 acres a week. I see all different kinds of.
You know
answers
what?
Unrelated.
I
That's
was going to ask the noise level because I thought that's a really small number and not a lot of people are gonna notice that. But
Yeah.
then I think like maybe I should ask something different, so I switched my mind. So for those who plug in 6 dB,
Ah,
Sorry, guys. All right. Next time. So again, congratulations to Vincent Manners.
Yep.
You are the winner for tonight for the big final gift, the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module. We will collect your information later and send you the Lawn Mower Pro module when it's available.
Yep.
All right. And for those of you guys who did not win the Yarbo Lawn Mower module tonight, do not worry about it. We're still running the pre-order campaign right now. There are still some units left, so go to our official website and check the pre-order. And right now, I think the price is really good, from $22.99 to $16.99, so $600 off for the super early bird price, right?
Yep.
Once we get over this month, I believe we will raise the price, and after July, I think the price will go back to the normal stage, which is about $2,000.
Yeah.
So it would be definitely a good chance right now to pre-order it. And just one more thing, I think right now on the official website, we're not only doing the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro module, but also doing some combos and some promotions on those combos. For example, like a Yarbo Core plus a Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro plus a trimmer.
Yep.
Or a Yarbo Core plus a Lawn Mower Pro plus a snowblower.
Yeah, so we're trying to really offer as much value add as we can.
Mm-hmm.
So knowing that Yarbo is an all-season machine,
Right.
And multi-use, right? So lawnmower and the trimmer, most people that get the lawnmower either version will probably have to trim their lawn, right? And so we wanted to offer the most cost-effective and the most value we can to customers. So we put together a ton of bundles, and we also obviously adjusted the price on the regular lawnmower as well.
Right. I think that's one thing very important because I remember today you said it's not like everyone has to get a Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro because if you're just maintaining the lawn and your grass are nice and easy to cut, you actually just need a regular Yarbo Lawn Mower. It's already strong enough and powerful enough to support most of the scenarios.
Correct.
So we actually also have a price drop on the regular Yarbo Lawn Mower. I don't know if we have a picture of that.
Yeah, do we have a slide of that?
Yeah.
We do? Oh, perfect, okay. Yeah, so that is normally $5,000, $499.99. But we are lowering that to $42.99. So you save $700 on that. And the module alone is $10.99, but down from $12.99 or $1,299. And that will be delivered in 3 to 8 business days, so super fast.
Yeah, so if you do not want to wait, because the Lawn Mower Pro module needs some time for the shipment, right now we already have the inventory available for the regular Yarbo Lawn Mower. So
and I think it really comes down to just what you're comfortable with, right? What you're comfortable and what your needs are, right?
Yeah.
So some people, the regular lawnmower, I think it's a great product, right?
Yeah.
Other people want the Pro, and again, for various reasons. It might be that they're more after the commercial market, or they want to cut their lawn less, or they just have a very large area, even above the 6 acres, right, that they need to tackle.
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah, I think this is very important because today some of our dealers from the trade show are asking does that mean that the regular lawnmower is not useful anymore? It's like absolutely not. Right? Absolutely not.
Correct.
Because there's a different price range. Right now, the regular lawnmower has dropped to $42.99, which is a really good price for people from the United States. And the new lawnmower Pro is $42.99, so there's $1,000 gap in between, and it's all your choice, right? So if you want to get the regular one, like if you don't have a really big lawn and
when we say big lawn, like it's relative, right? So 6 acres, that's a big lawn, But now when you start going to 12 acres, that's an estate or a college or a university. And if you have that, more power to you. You probably need a lawnmower Pro, right? But really what we're trying to do is give people options, right? And we're trying to lower the barrier of entry to get a Yarbo, right? So previously, if you wanted the lawnmower, it was $5,000 minimum, right? So now we're closer to $4,000, right? And we will continue to do that, as we scale up, an economy of,
economy of scale.
Right, kicks in. we can do that, right?
Right.
So,
And I think also for those who live in the north part of the United States or Canada, snowblower is also a very interesting product for you.
yeah.
I know there are a lot of lawnmower brands, but we are pretty much the only one who's building the autonomous snowblower, isn't it?
Yeah, so yeah, that is one of those products that when everyone sees it, it's like seeing an autonomous, I don't know, vacuum for the very first time,
Right.
right? You've never seen it before, and now this thing is driving around your house. To see something as big as a snowblower working autonomously, knowing where to throw the snow and how to set the auger height and the angle of the chute and how to clean off its own docking station, it's really, really cool. And it solves a really big need for people.
Okay. Cool. So I think we got the last 18 units left in the pre-order campaign. So
Okay.
if you guys want to get the chance, don't miss it. Please go to the website and you're going to get it. But yeah, we can go over more Q&As because we have
Sure.
a lot of questions. So please, let's get through those questions.
Oh boy, we do have a lot of questions. All right, so let's do you still need to connect an Ethernet cable? Yes, you do, but so nothing has changed with Yarbo Core, right?
Right.
And our data center. You do still need to connect an Ethernet cable, but if you don't have a connection outside, the alternative to that is, well, there's a couple, but the easiest one is to just hook it up to an outdoor access point, right? So, or an outdoor Wi-Fi to Ethernet converter, right? So you basically plug the Ethernet on one side and the other side hooks up to your Wi-Fi, right? And that could be any off-the-shelf product. It's nothing special, and that will circumvent the need to actually bring the Ethernet into your house. How does it work around pools? Good. It doesn't go in your pool, and that's the most important thing, right?
Yarbo is not friendly.
Yeah, correct. But yeah, you could either set your pool as a no-go zone or just outline your pool outside of the map, right? So it doesn't head in. What else do we have? Is this a new lawnmower module or does it need a new core? No, so again, the core is the same core. So really when we released the core, we tried to pack not only as much technology as we put into it, as many sensors as we put into it, as long as they're applicable, but also computing power. So even the newest autonomous lawnmower that I know of today, that was released 2 months ago, our computing power is 4 times that. So we really wanted to put in hardware that could last a long time. And that's not to say we won't make incremental upgrades to the core over time, small iterations, but we don't have a plan for a revolutionary change of the existing core. We really want to maximize this hardware for customers.
That is
Through
nice.
software.
Yep. Okay.
We get 3/4 screws per charge. Super hilly, rough terrain. This thing is a beast. Plows through it, but we have it cutting on the slowest speed and overlapping the most it can. We get 3/4 screws. That's that means. Yeah, maybe he means 3/4 of an acre per charge. 0.25. It's super hilly and rough terrain. Yeah, this thing is a beast and plows through it. Yeah, so he must have some really, really rough grass, and he's doing it with the razor blades. So yeah. Can the forward moving speed of the unit be increased now that the mower motor and blades have been improved? Not with the existing core, it cannot. And that's really because we are not making changes to the existing core, right? So we are at the top end of how quickly we can move right.
Right.
Yeah. If you have a lot of trees, is GPS a big problem? So full transparency, Yarbo right now can work under trees, but it's limited. So in the very near future, I'm talking in a few weeks, we'll have a big update. Again, existing unit, same core we have now, that'll introduce an upgraded version of visual inertial odometry or VIO, and we will be able to work in no GPS areas. So if you're driving under trees and you lose GPS, we'll still be able
Right.
to keep it accurate positioning down to centimeters.
I think Yarbo has all the hardware that is required together with all like cameras around the body.
Yep.
So it's only a matter of time when we have the software and algorithm ready. And then
Exactly.
we'll be able to push that.
Yeah, and we are internally testing that right now, so it's that close. So we finish our internal tests, it goes to our group of testers externally,
Mhm.
and then it'll roll out in waves to everybody else. But again, it's weeks away.
Okay.
Will the current mower module still be available for purchase, or will the Mower Pro replace it completely? No, the current model is absolutely still available for purchase. We have no real plans to get rid of it. And again, it's still class leading as far as the cutting deck, the area that it can cover for the price. Again, it's still modular, which is really nice, but it's all about choice.
Right.
Let's see. Can we purchase an extended warranty? So we are working on a type of Yarbo Care to allow users to extend their warranty. We don't have information we can release on that right now, but just know that we hear you guys. It's an investment, and we want to have a path for you guys to have extended warranties for sure. So I think we did that one. Is there any video of the trimmer working? So we do have videos of the trimmer working, but we.
Trimmer right there.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's
Quick.
yeah. Let me move my laptop out of the way here. But yeah, this is the trimmer for those that don't know. Let's just get that camera down here. All right, so the trimmer attaches to the back of Yarbo. It uses something called our back brace mount,
Mhm.
and it works on a swing arm, right? So as it's getting closer to objects, we don't have to get Yarbo right against the side of an object. The trimmer arm can do that, and as it's moving around it, say a tree, it's actually can freely and dynamically move away from it, and it's spring loaded. So after it passes that tree and trims around it, it swings back into place to get the further away from Yarbo's main core as it can. It has this free wheel here that is able to spin. So if you're going along a fence or again a tree, any obstacle you want to trim, you're not going to gouge into the trimmer. Some people, have very good skill in trimming. I'm not one of those people. So when I trim, I usually dig into my siding, I dig into the tree, I dig into the fence. So you cannot do that with the trimmer. It will automatically use this guide wheel to know where the edge is at. The other thing is it releases line automatically, which is a big deal.
Oh, wow.
So that was really important. So it's
I think for the trimmer, we provide a 7-meter line
Yeah.
for the pack. So
Yep,
it
correct.
should be really long enough for you to use for a really long time.
Yeah, and again, that's because this wheel is protecting it from clipping off, big pieces of the line at one time. Now, if I'm operating a trimmer and I'm not the most delicate, and I hit a rock or I come really close to the fence, I'm going to snap a good piece of the line off. But because of this protective measure here, it doesn't have that problem. The other thing is when you want to change the position, you just press this little button and you can change from 4 inches, right, to 3 inches, down to 2 inches, which is pretty cool. And then we have this little LED here indicator to tell you what's going on. And again, we swing all the way back here, and there is a sensor in the back to know when this arm comes completely out.
Right.
So we actually use that as a form of obstacle detection when we're turning the trimmer on it. So that's another big deal. And again, this is one of many modules we'll have in the future that can attach to the back of Yarbo, not just the front of Yarbo. So that's something that's pretty cool.
Okay. That's nice. So again, guys, we're kind of at the end of the live stream. So the pre-order campaign is almost over. So if you have not placed an order, just do it really quick because we have the last couple, like 10 units left or something like that. And also not only the Lawn Mower Pro module, but the trimmer, the snow blower, leaf blower. We have a lot of product that you can take a look at and see what your needs are, right? So today it's not just about Lawn Mower Pro module. It's about the Lawnmower Pro module, the regular lawnmower, and the snow blower, the leaf blower, and the trimmer.
Yeah, and the smart assist module.
And smart system module, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of things you can choose for yourself, a lot of choices.
Yep.
You definitely want to spend more time with the official website, check out the specs, right? Check out the scenario to see if it fits your needs. If it does, please don't hesitate and go there, because right now it is one of the biggest promotion we can get for you for this season. So
Yeah, and I would say too, you know, well, the other nice thing, and something that we knew we had to do if we, you know, we're going to attract people that were maybe hesitant about getting involved with an early brand, but as you know, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you get Yarbo, for some reason it doesn't work out for you, you can absolutely return it. Our return rate, I'm happy to say, is very low. But you have that, you know, that
Right.
extra, so to speak, guarantee, right?
Yes, and additionally, we provide 2 years warranty
Yep.
for most of the parts. For example, like the motor, the battery, the track system, stuff like that. So if you have anything that is broken, you know, we should be able to assist you within like 12 hours. And most of the time, we can help you remotely update the software if it is a software issue, or if it is a hardware issue, we can send you spare parts. You know, we'll give you a lot of things that you can easily fix it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consumables, obviously, you know, that's one thing, right? But other than that, it's kind of like having a, you know, a 2-year bumper-to-bumper warranty.
Right. Okay. Cool. I think we still got a lot of Q&A. Let's just pick some of them and
Yeah,
answer it.
sure. So who repairs if there's a problem with Yarbo? Good question. So again, because we want to make sure that the customer experience is the best it could be, if you have a problem, let's say you need to replace this antenna, right? The RTK antenna on the main body. Well, this just screws off, right? So you literally can screw one off, put one back on. If for some reason you happen to have a rare case where the left drive motor stops working, right? Or the module stops working,
Right.
and we can't repair it, we will send you out a new one first. And that's pretty unique in the industry. Usually you have to send your unit in. It has to go through an approval process. And then after a week or two or whatever it is, they'll send you a new, you know, a replacement unit. So we send the unit out first. Because we want to get the customers up and running right away. And then we send them, they take that same box and they send us back their damaged unit, right?
Wow.
We analyze to see what went wrong, we refurbish it, and then it's ready for the next person. But we want to make that process, as seamless, right, and as painless as possible. So,
Oh, wow, that's amazing. So normally speaking, so unfortunately, my unit is broken. I just need to wait for, I don't know, like a few days, 3 days.
yeah, it's usually 3 to 5 business days is what we strive to.
Okay.
Sometimes it goes a little longer than that, but we're not talking about, 2 weeks,
Okay.
that type of stuff. We really strive for a short lead time.
That's very good.
Yep. Let's see what else we got.
Lead time, flooring, others, the big others.
Yeah, so lead time after ordering, if it's the Lawnmower Pro, deliveries for that start in August. If it's the existing unit, you know, the core and the regular mower or the other modules with the exception of the trimmer, I believe it's 3 to 8 business days right now from the time that you place your order to the time it's delivered. Let's see here. Can the regular lawnmower handle Bermuda in Texas? Yesterday, someone mentioned on the live stream that the Pro might be needed for warm season grass. It really depends on what you want to cut at.
Right.
Yeah.
How low you want to cut?
Correct.
Because for me personally, I've been to Australia. I've been to some turf farms that grows all kinds of grass professionally, and they do have to do that at that place. I think they have a special name of it. It's called the still water grass. It's but anyways, if they want Yarbo to cut, or any type of robotic mowers to cut below 2 centimeters, it will have some issues because it's getting to the bottom side of the lawn, it's getting to the root.
Yeah.
But I understand most of the users are not like a professional turf farmers who needs to keep the lawn like perfect.
They're usually not cutting that low.
Right. So if
For
you're
sure.
cutting above, let's say 1 inch
Mhm.
1 inch or 1.5 inches, it
Yeah.
shouldn't be a problem for that.
No. And again, I mean, 150 watt motors in the regular lawnmower are very strong.
Mhm.
Does it work using GPS only? So no, even right now it uses GPS. It does use other sensors, but we have a very big software update, what we call a firmware update coming, that will make it work very, very well in low GPS use cases. What effect do the new motors and blades have on the sound profile of the mower? So this is a great question. When we first started developing this, the mower blades were loud, the motors were loud. We did a ton of work, and I'm amazed that, I'm sure you know, in the trade show, we turn on the mower, and we have our regular lawnmower, and then we have the Pro, and we have the Pro with the discs, and we have the Pro with the mulching blades. Even with the mulching blades, they are just as quiet as the discs.
Right.
It's really, really, really crazy how quiet
Yeah,
it is.
I think overall, Yarbo has a lot of is fire quiet.
Yeah.
Because we don't make a lot of sound from the fire complaint.
Right, even with the mulching blades. And so, let's see here. Do you need to tell the app if the mower is using mulching blades or razor blades? No, you do not. Nope. What does the internet hookup look like? Still have to hook up a cable. Yeah, but as I was mentioning, you can get like either an Ethernet to Wi-Fi, adapter, or you can just get an access point and plug it into the Ethernet port of the access point, and that could be a workaround. Are you ever going to have an RTK setup like presses? Yes. So actually, so I think what they're referring to is like a third-party RTK network, right? Public entry, and yeah. So we've actually tested that internally. We've even tested, as you know, with our PvP group. So we had about 80 users testing without the GPS base station part. That will require a subscription, but we absolutely will have that, and that's coming in the near future, which is pretty cool. Right. So we definitely want to give options there. If you don't want to run the Ethernet cable, or you don't want to use the base station, we'll have options for that. Can the existing mower deck handle the mulching blades? If not, will some be made for the non-pro model? Not for the mulching blades. They need the extra power, right, for sure. Let's see. Will the color fade? Is there a way to protect the color from fading? Yeah, so we did a ton of work from our 2023 model to our 2024 model to prevent color fading. The simple fact is, if it's out in the sun 24/7, you're going to get some fade. Even the unit that I run has slight fade to it. So what I did was I put a ceramic coating on it, which is also a UV protective coating, and that helps stop the fading for sure.
Right. Oh, we got a very interesting comment that we want to tell the audience. The Green Moxie said, tell Ken Green Moxie will buy the Pro module, because he's the one who typed the wrong answer, I think.
Oh, okay.
He said he wanted the.
You're right. You're right.
Said he didn't get.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Green Moxie.
Yeah, seriously, thank you. Thank you for your support. And again, we do giveaways all the time. It's something that obviously it's fun and it's exciting for the lives, but we really try and do these as often as we can. And I will say, for those that know us and have been following Yarbo, we do a ton of lives. We usually do not have this type of technical issue, right, so we really appreciate everybody bearing with us. But we do this, and we try and do it live so that we can connect to the audience in real time and help engage and answer some of these questions, and not just put out static videos and things like that. Where are we? Does it have theft protection? Yeah, it sure does. So, I won't try and lift it now, but Yarbo with the lawnmower, I think, is about 185 pounds. It's approaching 200 pounds. So that's a deterrent, but it absolutely does have GPS tracking. It has a 4G antenna, 4G antenna in it. So if someone takes it off your property, it's geo-fenced. You can track it anywhere in the world. And you need two-factor authentication. So if someone takes it, it's useless. If you want to even sell Yarbo, or give it to a family member, you have to physically unbind it from your account. You'll get a two-factor unique token that you have to enter in, saying, yes, I'm confirming I really want to remove this from my account. If you don't do that, no one else can use your Yarbo.
Right.
Where are we? Is there a camera on the unit that you can view in the app?
There's more than one.
Is there a camera? Yeah. So we have 2 cameras in the front, we have 1 camera on each side, and 2 cameras in the back. So the camera in the front is binocular, right? Works the way our vision does for obstacle detection and avoidance. And yes, you can actually, right now, you can stream all the cameras that Yarbo has through the app. If you have the base station hooked up with Wi-Fi Halo, you can do it. You don't need a subscription or anything like that. And you can manually control it. We are coming out with a way that you will be able to monitor Yarbo while it's working in the future as well. Do the wheels sink into St. Augustine grass? That's a great question. And no, they don't. And there's a big reason for that. On the front, or where the module actually connects, there is a spring here. I don't know if you can hear that noise, but it's a tension spring. And what that tension spring does is it takes 40% of the weight off these wheels or these casters. So if you go on to sink, if you go into loose sand or anything like that, obviously it's not a problem for the tread, but that user hit on a good point that for normal lawnmowers, the wheels could sink right into the ground, right? And it doesn't matter if you're treaded or not, you're stuck. Yeah. So we did a lot of work to put a tension spring in here to take the extra weight off of here for that exact reason. So you can go across soft ground and you won't have a problem.
I think there's actually a YouTuber, an influencer who's on YouTube that is posting a Yarbo Lawn Mower review videos a few months ago.
Okay.
And he lives in Texas, or either Texas or Florida, and he specifically mentioned in a video that he's having St. Augustine grass. So if you guys search on YouTube, just type Yarbo Lawn Mower review, you should be able to see some of the YouTube videos. And I believe, some of them are from South Part, and they're definitely using Yarbo on the warm season grass with the regular version of the lawnmower. So it's not like, it's not like we're saying we cannot use the regular Yarbo on the warm season grass. It's just this one.
Well, the other thing I want to mention is that tension spring is in both lawnmowers. So whether you get the Pro or you get the regular one, that engineering solves the issue for both mowers, right? You get that same feature.
Okay.
Let's see. Sure. Is it possible to have multiple RTK, or does one tower have 500 meter plus range? I have multiple plots over a broad area and a couple of areas that I would like to handle with paths between as well. So we don't support connecting multiple RTKs together yet, but we will have, which is really aimed at commercial offering, but if you have this type of, size of an area with multiple plots, we will again have the 4G option with public entry so that you are not limited to what the base station can do. Again, theoretically, in an open area with the data center set up high, you can cover 32 acres.
Yeah, I think also additionally, you mentioned that one powers have a 500 plus meter range. I think with Wi-Fi Halo, we can do like 200 to 300 meters, but we do have a 4G SIM card placed inside of the Yarbo, which means you can go beyond 200 to 300 meters. Once you go beyond that, you turn on the 4G function, then we should be able to reach to a range of 15 kilometers or 10 miles.
Yeah, correct. So yeah, exactly. So that's a great point. So with 4G, so you turn it on beforehand. You just say, okay, I want to activate 4G. And when it's in Halo range of the base station up to that 32 acres, it'll use Halo. When it gets to the edge of that range, it'll automatically fail over to 4G.
Right. Okay. Cool. I think that's pretty much all the questions we got for today.
All right.
I know that there's a lot of internet issues going on during the past 2 days.
Yeah, it's been a very bumpy ride connectivity-wise, but I think as a company and the team here, we really appreciate everybody sticking with us, supporting us. The orders that came in last night were unexpected in that amount, especially for all the issues we had. So we really, really appreciate the support, not only last night, tonight. And I know that we also can't answer all of the questions everybody has. So if anybody has any questions, you can check out the official Yarbo community, right? We have multiple community groups, but we really try to engage the community. So if you have any pre-sales questions, after sales questions, by all means, reach out to us and we'll be happy to answer the questions.
Yeah, yeah. So I think also for the existing users, the additional coupon code has already been sent to you by your email.
Okay.
Just log into the Yarbo website and check that out. So if you have not watched the whole live stream, don't worry about it. You're going to receive that coupon to your Yarbo account. So anytime you feel like you are ready for the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro, just go back to the Yarbo official website, log into it, and then you're going to see it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what we got for today.
Yeah.
We'd like to say a big thank you for everyone who's watching this live stream.
Yeah.
And congratulations to all the winners today.
Yeah.
We have a lot of winners to get the Yarbo t-shirt, to get the mini Yarbo, and also a big one for the Yarbo Lawn Mower Pro.
Yep.
If you did not win anything, don't worry guys. We will come back later with more live stream and more giveaway for the future.
Absolutely.
So stay connected, follow our social media accounts, and always subscribe to our official Yarbo page. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Just get to our official community or get to our email address. We will get back to you right away. And yeah, thank you so much for joining today's